UEFA Champions League round of 16 gave us Ronaldo hat-tricks, Messi, Majesty, PSG bottle jobs and the return of total football. But the stage is set for even more drama in the quarters.
There are a few bigger stages than here. The Catalan capital, where football is more than just a sport, and Barcelona are more than a club.
It's a place with more than a little significance to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who returns with his Manchester United team 20 years on from the goal that defined his career.
Ahead of that fixture, we'll hear from a former Barca Champions League winner and test his skills from the penalty spot. But Johnny, first, what time is it?
Rach, it's montage time.
The Canaletas is said to provide the best drinking water in the city.
And for nearly 90 years, it's been a spot where hardcore Barcelona fans flock to celebrate their victories.
When people mention the GOAT playing in Barcelona, they're usually talking about Lionel Messi.
But in 1992, the city also played host to the USA national basketball team, nicknamed the Dream Team and featuring Michael Jordan.
The 92 Olympics also prompted the creation of 2 miles of beachfront. And in 2018, Barca's very own Llorenç Gomez was named best beach soccer player in the world.
On grass, players from FCB have taken home a record equalling 11 Ballon d'Ors, 1 each for Rivaldo and Ronaldinho, and another 5 for Leo Messi.
Messi was awarded the first of those 5 in 2009, as Barca won the first ever treble in Spanish football history, crowned with a 2-0 Champions League final win over Man United in Rome.
Icelandic striker Eidur Johnson was part of Pep Guardiola's squad that season, and he was also part of the winning side against Barca for Chelsea in 2005.
So who better to dissect his former side's chances in this year's quarter-finals?
Eidur, the Champions League quarter-final lineup is full of fantastic storylines, but fixtures don't come much bigger than Barcelona versus Manchester United. Are you confident that your former side have what it takes to get through?
You know, when you've got a player like Lionel Messi in your team, you're always confident, I think. In saying that, Manchester United have obviously turned their things around since Solskjaer came in. I do fancy Barcelona for this one.
Speaking of the devil, Messi's goal against Getafe has been voted by Barca fans as the greatest ever Barca goal, and there's been a lot. Your reaction in that game when you put your head in your hands spoke volumes for the level of that goal. He's still, you know, mystifying the football world. How are United's defence going to cope with a player like that?
I mean, I think my celebration speaks for itself. I wasn't acting or it wasn't in the script. It was literally, oh my God, I've witnessed greatness here. And, you know, I'm on the pitch. He's my teammate. His game has changed, as in he probably plays a little bit deeper, more of a free role. I think nowadays he's at his most dangerous when he's actually walking around on the pitch and sort of flash in the pan. He's in the box, so it's very difficult to mark or stop.
You mentioned Solskjaer a little bit earlier. He's kind of turned things around. You've played under him before at Molde. How would you describe his management style and what he's done and what he did for you guys?
They did call him the silent assassin, and I'm sure not only as a player, but as a manager, he's got that in him as well. I was very impressed the way he worked and set up training sessions. He obviously has the experience of Alex Ferguson, having played under him. But I thoroughly enjoyed it on a day-to-day basis because he puts a lot of thinking into it, very, very specific, very detailed.
You had a lot of success under his predecessor, Jose Mourinho, back in your Chelsea days. What do you think went wrong for Jose at United?
It's difficult for me to say because I look at it just as a pure football fan. And my experience under Jose was this handsome Portuguese guy coming in with this great personality. And for us, there was a freshness about him. There was a tactical genius about him. There was just very complete. And he lifted us from being, I think, very good players and turned us into champions. You know, I'm a huge fan of Jose Mourinho, but you do have the feeling with him that it's always him against the world sort of thing. And it's, I think, it got tired in the end.
All right, let's go back to 2005. Chelsea versus Barcelona in London at Stamford Bridge. One of the most exciting knockout ties probably in Champions League history. You guys were trailing 2-1 going into that leg, and you opened up the scoring after 8 minutes. And I think at 20 minutes, you guys were 3-0 up. Just describe the atmosphere at the Bridge that evening.
Wow. It brings back memories that we looked at each other as in, what's going on? What's going on? This doesn't feel right. I think the whole atmosphere reflected that. Everyone watching the game going, wow, they are just electric, because Barcelona had most of the ball, we won it, and we were just straight through them, cut through them on 3-4 occasions, 3-0 up.
And of course, Barca hits back twice under Ronaldinho. That second goal almost defied belief, something only he could really do at that time. What was that like to see firsthand?
Only one player in the world can sort of do a little samba on the pitch before toe poking it from the edge of the box. I think there was 3-4 players, that, including myself, around him, and he just did that. It's just a moment of magic. And at that moment in time, we go, we're going to have to do it all again. We still had the belief, you know, we've scored 3 already, we can get another one. And John Terry, captain of Chelsea, comes up with the winner. I think I came off with about 5 minutes to go, and just the pure adrenaline when we've done it here. We have beaten the best team in Europe at the time, 100%. You know, things had gone on off the pitch between Rijkaard and Mourinho and the referee, and so it was a very hyped up game. Just what a game to be playing in.
Hello Ida, it's Duncan Alexander from Opta here. You were cool under pressure in the penalty box, but can you handle my Opta quiz?
That was our Opta stats guru, Duncan Alexander. He is going to ask you 5 questions. We can give you a clue on one of them if you need it. The score to match is 5 out of 5, set by Henrik Larsson. Ready?
Yes.
54 of your 55 Premier League goals came in the blue of Chelsea. The other one came when you were playing for Tottenham, but who did you score it against?
It will be against Stoke City.
Correct.
You are correct, sir.
But when you score 1 league goal for a club, it's easy to remember.
Which Argentinian player scored a hat-trick for Liverpool in your last ever Premier League appearance at Craven Cottage, playing for Fulham?
Argentinian. Oh, Maxi Lopez. No, not Maxi Lopez. Maxi Rodriguez.
Oh, he's got it at the death.
How many Barcelona league games did you and Lionel Messi both start in? Was it 7, 17 or 27?
You've got roughly a
17.
33.3. He's got it in 1. Lovely. I was going to go through your percentages chances there, but you didn't need any. 17 is the right answer. 3 out of 3.
Who were the 3 Premier League teams that you scored against playing in the Champions League?
Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea.
3 out of 3.
And he's done it. He's done it.
Which nation has provided more players for the Premier League? Iceland or Finland?
Iceland or Finland?
Finland.
The answer is Iceland. Not quite 5 for 5.
Seriously?
17 versus 16. 16 Finns.
You scored 4 out of 5, which puts you second on our table.
Now, shortly we'll see how Ida fares back out on the pitch in our penalty challenge. But first, let's check in with our goal correspondents for all you need to know about our quarter-final fixtures with the Euro Express.
Finally in our new stadium, a full-strength team to pick from, and Spurs do love a big European night. However, my money would be on a 2-2 draw, expected to go 2-0 down, a rousing comeback, go to their place in the second leg and get knocked out on penalties.
Top of the league, and Liverpool still in the Champions League. They got Porto just as they did last season in the last 16. It was all over after the first leg that time. You remember Liverpool winning 5-0. Will it be the same this time around? The roles are reversed. It's at Anfield this time, not in the Estadio de Dragao. But Liverpool will be looking to get the job done. I'm predicting a 2 or 3-0 win for the Reds.
After the unbelievable comeback here at Allianz Stadium against Atletico Madrid, Juventus are ready to live a special night in the Champions League. Maybe without Cristiano Ronaldo, but for Ajax-Juventus, my prediction is 1-2 for the Bianconeri.
Everything's a bonus from this point on for Manchester United in the Champions League. They weren't expected to get past PSG and did so, obviously in the most dramatic of circumstances in Paris. But they're really not expected to get anything against Barcelona. I think they can get a 1-1 draw here at Old Trafford and still have something in the tie going to the Nou Camp.
Ida, you've scored plenty of penalties in your time, but how do you feel about 5 more against that chap in the goal there?
It's probably the most nervous I've been taking a penalty.
As an added bonus, if you score a Panenka at any time, you'll double your final score. And Henrik Larsson with 100 points is the score to beat.
The man to beat.
Is the man to beat. OK, let's do this. First penalty, the normal penalty, worth 10 points.
He went for that.
10 points in the bag. Penalty 2, wrong foot penalty, worth 20 points. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ooh!
Didn't commit to that one as much. Ooh.
Penalty 3, no look penalty, worth 30 points. Ooh! Nicely done. 3 out of 3. This man's on a roll. Penalty 4, the Rabona for 40 points.
Strong hearts.
That's the one.
I thought I could just tap that out.
Well done, Johnny. Nicely put. Nicely put in there.
Oh.
Biggest error. Penalty 5, the blind-folded penalty. This is worth 50 points and a chance to get maximum points of 150 if he scores this one. There you are.
Oh, nice colour.
Nice colour. Matches your top.
Ivan Larsson managed this one.
Ooh! Oh!
Pure swing.
I'm going to presume I put you off with my personality. Oh.
That wasn't the best there, Ida. That does mean
not great.
You also scored 100 points, which puts you at the top of the leaderboard alongside Henrik Larsson.
With a little help from my friend here.
With a little help from him.
Anyway, we're going to check out the beach, but in the meantime, here's all the action you guys can look forward to in the next 2 days. On Tuesday, Tottenham welcome Man City to their new home in an all-Premier League clash. And Liverpool will hope to edge ahead at Anfield against Porto.
Ajax and Juventus face off in Amsterdam on Wednesday night. And United will look to hold their own against Barca at Old Trafford.
2 of the favourites meet in the Europa League as Arsenal face Napoli.
Chelsea head for an away day in Prague. Benfica host Eintracht Frankfurt.
And Villarreal take on Valencia in a clash that has me very excited. Sadly, our time in beautiful Barcelona has come to an end already, but not to fear. We'll be back on Monday from the positively tropical northwest of England.
With United, City, Liverpool and Spurs still in contention, hopes are high for a first English winner since 2012.
We'll see if those hopes are still high in 7 days' time, shall we? Adios.
Ciao.